Take that from me, Mr. T.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please put a number 1 in the chat. Please put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. I got to know y'all can hear me clearly before we get into the show. I need to know if y'all can hear me clearly before we get into the show. Because we're going to get into it. Okay. Well, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show. Y'all hit that like button and share the show. I'm going to give some shout outs before we get into the show. But of course, welcome back. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to Darryl Richardson on the check-in. Shout out to my man Zion on the check-in. Salute. Joe Blast in the building. What's good, Joe Blast? Hey, Miss Zahara. Shout out to Torian. Salute. Hey, ES. What's going on? What's going on with you? Shout out to my man Bert in the building. What's good, Bert? Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton. Salute, my brother. Salute. Salute to you on the check-in, bro. Yeah, that was Sauce, you know. That's Sauce Walker, man. He be dropping real that real game in his music. I rock with Sauce. Shout out to Miss Brooklyn. That's a fact. He mean with it. That's a fact. Said I was dancing in the background, Daryl. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Eye of Thunder. What's good, Eye of Thunder? Tony Anthem's in the building. Salute. Nah, that was Tracy T. Tony Anthems. That was Tracy T from Atlanta. Hey, Camille. Good to see you, sweetheart. Shout out to Miss Camille in the building. Shout out to you. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Po Boy Films, salute, my brother. Salute to you on the check-in, bro. Hope all is well, man. Shout out to Primo. What's good, Primo? Salute. Fierce Soul in the building. Salute, bro. Salute, man. You know how that go, bro. Yeah, you made it, Zahara. You made it. Peace to Seth's son. Salute, my brother. Salute. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit that like button and share the show. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. Y'all see today's show. White women are the enemy to black men as well. Okay, Black Manosphere? We're going to talk about this today. Okay? Because it seems like y'all have totally lost your way out here. So since y'all want to question, if just pasty things, just pearly, is she really like that? Is she really a racist? Is she really a bigot? Is she really like that? Or is that just black people overreacting? Because that's a favorite. That is the one of the number one gaslighting statements that a person who knows they're being offensive will say to you. I know how to read through, I know how to read into shit. And when you know how to read into things, people try to tell you, oh, it ain't that deep. This is what they always try to tell black folks. Meanwhile, they whitewash philosophy. They whitewashed occult science. They call it Egyptology now, right? They whitewashed all of our black schools of thought, right? And then told us that it ain't that deep. But then you go and listen to Socrates, Aristotle, right? You go and you go and you make these stoic type of statements that you find on the internet that was written by white philosophers who sat at the feet of the black man and the black woman, which is why they can say that they have science today. You see? And then they reprogrammed and socially conditioned our minds to think that when we do the same shit they do, they're justified and we're wrong. See? Because if you a black man and you say you spiritual and you speak from the spirit, right? They throw you in the religious basket, or they say you don't know what you talk about, you just hustling. This is the black, follow me, y'all. This is the black mindset. This is how black people think. If you're a man, and shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, my comrade, salute my brother. He always has these profound, stoic type of statements that he comes with out of his mind, right? And when he says this around certain people, they look at him as if, like, well, nigga, where you get that from? Well, nigga, who you think you are? Nigga, he's Ronin. What do you mean who he think he is? Why does a black person have to think there's something other than what the fuck they are? But Aristotle, you never question who Aristotle thought who he was. You never asked that. You'll never ask that. You'll never ask Jordan Maxwell who the fuck he think he is. You'll never ask Jeff Rentz who the fuck he think he is. You'll never ask these people this stuff. If you ever had the chance to, you never will. You'll just see them and be in awe. That's what you'll do. When these motherfuckers have gotten rich off of the shit that you'll discredit me for. See, this is why we got to talk about this shit today. Because it's always, we want to play, we want to be in the gray area when it comes to other people. When it comes to other groups of people, we in the gray area. We're in the gray area of the matter. Oh, well, we really don't know. We really not sure. But you can always bank on a nigga being a nigga, right? Right? You'll never hesitate to say that out your mouth, right? But with other people, oh, it could just be you, and it's not that, and we the only motherfuckers who think like this. We the only motherfuckers who behave like this. When it comes to us, you see? See, the goddamn police departments, there is no gray area. You fuck with one of theirs, you die. Yeah. That's why there's a blue wall of silence. Because if you play with one of them, you're going to die. Your family will die. This is how the police play. This is how these people play. Yeah, the slave catchers, the police. Kill the wrong officer if you want to. They'll kill you. They'll hunt down the rest of your family. These people don't play no games. But niggas do. We always conflicted when it's time to deal with us. We never sure on what we supposed to do for us. But see, them other people will let you know we not fucking playing with you, nigga. Because we sure on who we are and what we stand for. We sure about this. And see, today's show, this is why it says, here's the proof. Because I'm going to show y'all he knows that she's a fucking privileged white woman. And at any given time, she will use that goddamn card, even on you niggas. See, I'm going to show this today. And shout out to the supporter who sent it to me. Shout out to you. You will go nameless. Shout out to you. But see, other groups of people are sure on who they are. They're very sure. There is no second guessing. There is no gray area. But when we get around these other folks, it's a gray area. Brother Love, salute my brother. You see, this is why I did yesterday's show. See, there's no gray area for black women. There's no gray area for black men. There is no benefit of the doubt. There is no forgiveness. There is no let's deal with it and move past it. There is none of that with our people. With our people is one way. Fuck that nigga. That's what it is on both sides. Kill him. That's what it is with us. But with these other people, she's nice to me. She hired me. We need to move past that. We need to move on. But I'm about to show y'all that these white folks ain't never gonna move on. What you think built this goddamn place? What do you think built white wealth? Oh, they went to school for it. What built the universities and all of that shit. What money built that? Oh, they went to school and worked for that. Right. See, this is why these people don't have a problem with reminding you you're a nigga. You know why? Because you go to their schools. You go to their jobs. They pay you, nigga. That's why. And in 2023, we got black people that still rather play their motherfucking game because you afraid. You're afraid to stand for something or even to die for something. Black people today are so fucking cowardly, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Niggas is living for nothing and dying for nothing today. This is the black race. We're living for nothing and we're dying for nothing. You know what that means? There's going to be a huge block in history because there was nothing significantly done. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna use white paint and run right over it and say and insert here, insert here, insert here. So our great grandchildren will be learning about some shit that never even fucking happened. And guess what we're gonna be sitting back doing? Oh, they lying to these kids today. Old as hell. We're going to be sitting back. Oh, they lying. Oh, they lying just like they lied to us. But you ain't fight for shit so they could stop lying to our goddamn children and our children growing up the way we did. You didn't do shit about it. You didn't even care to do nothing about it. You willingly turned your fucking back and said, oh, we need to move on. Oh, we need to move past it. So you are a willing participant in your own slavery. This is what niggas got to wake up and see. Oh, we need to move on. Oh, so any white woman that talks about slavery, we're going to call her racist? Listen to this dumbass shit. Listen to the stupidity of black folk today who think that they're saying something profound. I'm sick of you niggas who do shit like that. Who literally say idiotic shit and think it's profound. I'm sick of this shit. And then the profound shit that we like to say goes against black folks. This is the crazy part. This is what boggles my mind. The shit that we try to say literally cancels us out. I be listening like, is this person thinking about what they saying? You think you saying something intelligent and you really speaking against yourself. But this is the program. This is how the program was set up. So now you think that you're supposed to get some clout for defending this ugly ass white woman. Now you think you're supposed to get a pass for defending this ugly ass white girl. This is an accomplishment for you, protecting a white woman. Ain't never protect no black woman in your life. Literally get online and say black women don't deserve protection. But will defend this white woman. For what? A job? For a job? You ain't gonna defend no black man to see another black man could come home to his family for another day without getting killed, right? You ain't gonna defend no black man. You ain't gonna defend no black woman from making it home in the street from all these goddamn predators walking around. You ain't gonna defend no black woman though, but you gonna defend this white woman who got a whole motherfucking system that backs her. I'm trying to understand this. Y'all hit the like button, man. Make me understand this. White women need protection for what? For what? They got the whole system for that. And I'm going to show the video where she exercises her privilege within the system. The same thing the white man do. The same thing her white daddy did. That somehow you black men around here think that his daughter is not going to exercise because she like to have sex with black men, right? So since she like to have sex with black men, she won't put your nigga ass in jail. Oh my God. But this is what happens when you tell black men we need to move on from slavery. We forgot who that white woman was. See that? Oh, we need to move on. Oh, we don't need to talk about that. Okay. So we need to move on from having knowledge of what the fuck happened. Oh, all right. I see what you're doing. This is called the back door. That was a smoke screen. What's good, Shannon B? That was a smoke screen. Get all black people to let's forget about slavery. Let's just move on. But you in economic slavery every goddamn day of your life with the high ass rent and the jobs that don't pay you as much. You in economic slavery your whole fucking life. But we need to move on from slavery. How you think they put us in economic slavery? They had to create the economic system to enslave us. And how did they do that? By classifying us as slaves. That's why they could pay us below minimum wage. That's Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Am I good? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay. My bad, y'all. My bad. But like I was saying, let's get back to it. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for staying. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Right? But as I was saying, what we got to understand, and I'm going to show the proof to this. I'm going to show the proof because I'm not with arguing about shit that we know is already a fact. I'm just going to show the proof. I'm just going to show the evidence that she is who she's always going to be. I don't know what's wrong with people, but I think some of us need to get out and live life a little more in order for us to understand just how shit works. See, a lot of y'all think that people who are pro-black or people who are B1, people who have a strong sense of loving who they are as black people, y'all think that we learned that shit in books. A lot of y'all think that our sense of pride and all of that comes from something we read out of the book. Y'all think we all read the Malcolm X autobiography and we just became this way because we read about the Black Panthers and we read about civil rights movements. No, some motherfuckers live like that. Some people come from that type of family. So this is a way of life for a lot of us. It's not we went to school and had African studies and all. No, we're not boule niggas. Because that's what y'all aspiring to be. Some of us really come from that. Really come from loving black folk. Because that's all the fuck we had. See, y'all don't know what that's like. Y'all think this black struggle that y'all hear being talked about is some shit that was co-opted and people made up to make money? You niggas on the internet, man, I can't wait for this internet shit to switch up. Because y'all get on the internet and start saying anything. Just start saying anything. Y'all think this shit is a joke? No, some of us really come from that. We really come from, we gotta love ourselves because that was our currency. Black people, remember that. Love was our currency. We didn't have money. You see that? We didn't have money. This is why I can't rock with certain type of dudes. Because you dudes don't have no substance. You run around here thinking that this white woman got something good for you. Nigga, all she got something to offer you is what her daddy had to offer you. A job, nigga. That's all. And black people have gotten cool with just, oh yeah, I'll take the job. And then as soon as you get the job, the first thing you want to do is keep other niggas out. You see how you were programmed by them white folks? How to protect their shit? See, you're not gonna call your homeboy down to your job because he might get you fired. How you gonna get you fired? You think that because you a nigga. And you think you a privileged nigga working for these rich white folks. So the last thing you want to do is make you look bad by bringing somebody in there. So the way you do it is you protect their shit. I ain't gonna bring my homies in here. That ain't your fucking company. Who reputation you trying to save? You still a nigga at that job. I don't care how much they pay you. You did y'all see what happened to Sanaa Lathan? Huh? When she was fucking that white boy in that movie? Mr. Cartwright? Remember? She wanted to be Mrs. Cartwright. And what Mr. Cartwright told her? Turn your car in. See, she forgot she was a nigga. That's what she forgot. Because she was having sex with this white man. And he was buying her shit. Basically, having her do another job outside of her job. But that black woman didn't see that. She thought it was privilege to go lay up with a white boy who was rich. She thought she was something special. Till he told her, excuse me, I have a wife. Turn your car in, nigga. And you don't work for me no more, nigga. You see that? Oh, but that's what happens when we forget about slavery. When we forget about where the fuck we came from. See, they're going to always remind you of who you are. They're going to always remind you of who you are. So you better act like it. You better act like it then. And the way you do that is by being on your people's side and seeing what your people need more than anybody else. Because that's what everybody else do. See, the world has taught black people to care about everybody but us. Because we don't make excuses on why we hate ourselves. We got all the reasons. We got all the reasons why we hate each other. We got all the reasons why we won't forgive each other. But we don't have those reasons for other people. We don't think that deep for other people. Right? Why not? Why not? You're going to get over what happened with those people, but you ain't going to get over what happened with your people. Think about that. Think about that. Okay, I'm going to forgive the people who put my people in the position to traumatize me. See, black people don't see this. We were put in the position and was allowed to be put in these positions, which is why we are the way we are. But we don't see that. This is why I say white supremacy is on autopilot. Because niggas are more focused on hurting niggas instead of healing niggas. So we can be better for one another, not better for this goddamn system, but better for one another. So we can have functional families. So we can have children who want to be more than rappers and basketball players and want to be doctors again. You know why black kids don't want to be doctors? Because we haven't made it cool. Because we need to hurry up and rush them out because they need to make money. Because we don't cultivate our children. We're not doing that. And we make excuses for it. But then we look at everybody else and say, oh, look at them. Oh, I wish I could be that. You can. You willing to do the work? Because they did. They did the work. That's why they run this shit. Because they did what it took to do it. Black people seem like we lost that. But how the fuck you think we ran the world at one point? Because we did the work. The black family, number one, was intact. You see that? The nuclear black family was intact. That's why we ran the world. How do you think we taught the world civilization? Man, woman, and child. We taught them through that. And everybody else copied off of us. But now all of a sudden we just seem to can't figure it out. All you gotta do is go back in history. That's why it's called history. Go back and find out where you from and what your people have done. Oh, those are not your people. See, now you got niggas saying, oh, those ain't my people. Yeah, so your people is the niggas on the corner on dope and drunk all day. Those your people, right? Those your people. See how they get black people? See how they convince us to how to think about ourselves? How to represent ourselves? Oh, so we not the niggas who built pyramids no more. We them niggas on the corner with packs and guns. We those niggas. Oh, those wasn't my people. So who your people? Them niggas in the projects running around with no shoes on? And yeah, those are your people, but those are your people who are in fucked up conditions based on this system. Because based on this system, blacks are a permanent underclass. You know what a permanent underclass is? A slave. Did you know that? Which is why they can justify killing us, which is why they can justify not educating us, which is why they can justify not taking care of us health-wise. This is why they can justify all of it. You see that? That's why. That's why there's food deserts in your neighborhood. Because it's niggas there. You don't get it? Oh, you think it's something else. Oh. No, I know what you think it is. It's our fault. It's niggas' fault. We created these conditions in America. We did it. We did it. And as long as they could get us to think like that, this is why you got black men defending white women more than they defend black women. They'll make sure that white woman get home before your black ass. You see why? You see why now? They'll think twice before sexually assaulting that white girl. Because they know he'll get hung in the goddamn courtroom. But they won't think twice with that black girl. Yeah, because there's a system that supports that wicked behavior. Yeah. Yep. So facts. These are facts, not feelings. Facts. See, the court cases substantiate that. Do that to a little white girl. You might get the death penalty, nigga, depending on who she is. How many little black girls it happened to? And shit get thrown out of court, it get postponed. You never hear about it. The motherfucker get 2 years. You hear shit like, oh, she liked it. You better not ever say that about no white woman. You know why? You know why? Because there's a system that'll back her and penalize you for even thinking you could do that to a white woman. You see that? You see that? You see? And with this system being in favor for these people and them growing up being favored, having favoritism, this stuff creates women like Pearlie. What do you think Karens are? What do you think Karens are? Privileged white women who use their white privilege to their advantage. I know this. I got Karened before. When I lived in North Carolina, I got Karened in Walmart one day. Me and my ex walking down the aisle, white woman and her husband walking down the aisle with us. It's a white lady on the other side of the aisle. I walk past her. Ah, you hit me with your cards. Out of nowhere. I didn't touch this woman. I was nowhere near her. Nowhere near her. Literally tried to cause a whole scene. And the white couple that was behind me and my ex, they was looking at that white woman like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, she tried to Karen me. She tried to Karen me. Big old black guy. Let me get him arrested. Oh my God, you hit me. Miss, what are you talking about? See, luckily, I know what that was. I didn't even respond. I literally looked at her like a weirdo and kept pushing the cart. I didn't respond because I know what that is. But see, a lot of you brothers, you don't know. This is why we got to have these conversations. You don't know. And you'd have ended up in jail. You'd have ended up in jail. You see this? So running around here thinking you could trust Pearlie because she had sex with black men, brother, get out of that slave thinking. You think she care about you because she having sex with you? That is the mindset of a slave. That was the mindset that the slaves had back in slavery when they was laying up with these white women. Next thing you know, they're getting drug out with a noose around their neck. It's the same thing. Y'all don't see this? It's the same shit. I'm getting ready to show y'all. Getting ready to show y'all. When they don't get their way, it's a problem for you, nigga. It's a problem for you. It's just that simple. It's going to be a problem. But this is why you cannot lose your knowledge of self. This is why knowledge of self is paramount. This is why knowledge of self is supposed to be your foundation. It's your foundation. So nobody can move you off of what you know to be true. People who don't have a foundation will try to move you off of what you know. And black folk have lost the knowledge of themselves. This is why we engage the way we engage with ourselves, and we engage the way we engage with the world. We're slaves to everyone and want to kill each other. That's black people today. We can't get along with each other. We don't want to speak to each other. We don't want to be around each other. We don't want to get money with one another. The first thing we'll do, if that nigga act up, I'm going to kill him. But everybody else, all the other groups of people, good morning. How are you doing? Have a great day. Yes. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. You even got some people who like to switch their voice. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just a little hiccup. These are niggas today. It's just a little hiccup. Oh, I sorry, Papa. I sorry. I don't mean step on your feet. I sorry, Papi. Hayawa. Konnichiwa. To make other motherfuckers feel comfortable. See this? You see that? And then you wonder why the black community won't go nowhere. Because we're not focused on pleasing us, loving us, doing for us, healing us, forgiving us. We want to do it in the world. We want to give it all to the world. Black people, we done gave the world every fucking thing. You know there's a traffic light because of black people? You know there's do you know there's a light bulb because of black people? There's a refrigerator because of black people. There's a stove because of black people. We done gave them every motherfucking thing. We're going to give them our souls too? We're going to give them our souls too? Who the fuck you think built the roads and all that? Who you think did all that? How you think all that was done? That was done on slavery, cheap labor. The car factories that build a car. Man, you niggas better wake up and read something. See, we just need to forget about all that. You don't worry about that, DS1. That was the past. That was the past. History. If you don't remember what happened in the past, you don't know where you're going. And you don't know who you are. In the past is where you were. Is where you were built. The you that's you now was built in the past. See, white folks never forget about their history. Chinese motherfuckers don't forget about their history. And they'll stand on it. You go in their establishments, you see their history. You see their history on the wall. But black people scared to do that. Oh, we don't need to. Stupid niggas. And that's why they could literally say in politics, niggas don't need nothing. Because niggas don't want nothing. Niggas don't want nothing. We just want to move on. Let's just get over it. Let's just move past it. When that's the shit that built America's wealth. The shit that happened in the past. That's what built America. Do you know that? The shit that you deal with every day. It was built in the past. This is why now you got black men thinking, oh, let's defend Pearly. Let's defend Pearly. What's that going to do for you? When you defended the white woman in the past, what it did for you? Got you hung, nigga. Got you castrated. That's what it did. What you think is going to happen to you now? I'm about to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all. Because they do the same shit. They get caught with a nigga. Oh, no, he arred me. He stalked me. I was scared for my life. They do the same shit now. They do the same thing now that they did in the past. They get niggas sent to jail. They get you fired from your job. They do it now. They do it right now. It's called being a Karen. Karening. When you're running around using your white privilege as a bully tactic. And you're going around trying to throw around your privilege. That's what Karens do. That's what white Karens do. They can do that because they have a system to back them. And then they have a whole bunch of niggas who are afraid to stand up for who they are. because they don't want to live or die for nothing no more. So this is why the shit is running on autopilot. Autopilot. Grown men up here disrespecting black women every day, but going to defend this white woman. But going to defend this white woman. Men who literally sat up here for years and said that black women are not deserving of respect, but going to protect this white woman. You niggas are disgusting. You niggas are disgusting. See, I'm speaking to a mindset. You see that? Niggas done sat up here for 5+ years and said black women aren't deserving of anything. And then gonna defend this white woman? You niggas ain't gonna do that on my watch. No, sir. No, sir. Let's get to the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, too. I'm getting ready to pull these videos up. Shout out to Cartel. He said, I guess they didn't watch the movie Get Out. Of course they didn't. And you know, a lot of these niggas watch movies just for entertainment purposes. So they don't really see what's going on. They don't see what's going on. David Owens, salute. What's good, boot camp? Manny Beckford. Bert says, when they say that that's the get along way of attempting to disarm you and anyone else who wants to upset. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Who's bold enough to rebel? You know what the first sign of rebellion is? You know what the first sign of rebellion is? In case y'all didn't notice, the first sign of rebellion in America to the so-called powers that be is black unification. Okay? So it's not we going to get 1,000 guns, we going to march in the street. No. Unification of thought. Unification of thought. That's rebellion. When you rebel against the programming. See? When you're not doing the shit they want you to do, like forget about your history. See that? See when you a nigga that you don't move on from the past. You notice how they label you and put you in this category. See, all of that's designed for a reason. Because they really want you to shut up because they don't want to do nothing about nothing. And that's where they want black people. Docile. Stagnant, complacent, just shut up and be. Don't upset nobody. Just shut up and be. I'm not gonna live that kind of life. That's not in me. I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna live for nothing and die for nothing too. That ain't in me. It may be in other people, but it ain't in me. It ain't in me. To live for nothing and die for nothing, and then to be remembered for being a nigga. Nah. No. No way. No way. No way. My father died an honorable man. I will die the same way, except I'm going to go up higher levels. I'm going to take it further. Because I'm his son. Because I'm his son. And this is where we fuck up at, black men. We not living or dying for nothing anymore. We're just here. We're just here. I'm here. This is the problem. See, we don't got to do all the extra shit that scares people. Because see, what scares them the most is for black men to get off that bullshit with one another and with their women. See, that's what they scared of. That's when they're gonna think, oh, it's something getting ready to happen. Oh, these niggas ain't at Dior. Hold up. These niggas are not going to Miami Beach no more. These niggas ain't flooding and buying out the resorts. These niggas is actually using their money and really doing real estate, not just acting like it and being an influencer, but really doing it. These niggas really got farms. They really feeding people. Oh no, something getting ready to happen. Something's getting ready to happen. Oh, they got after school programs now. So these young boys ain't got no excuse for being on the street. Something getting ready to happen. You see that? See, because that's what happened with the Black Panthers. When they start opening up food banks, educational programs, giving out resources in the community, making sure the community was safe. They getting ready to do something. And they sent the feds in to disarm everything. And the people who they couldn't get to turn, they murdered them. They murdered them. You know why? Because all them people started to employ was that black folk love each other. That black folk provide instill the 4 P's into the community. That's all the Black Panthers did. Was remind us who we are and what we came from. And once we grasp the ideology, the mindset, the action is going to follow. And then that's when they got scared. They wasn't scared because they saw guns. They were scared because they saw little girls with their natural hair. They were scared because they saw them people eating healthy. They saw them people opening up businesses. And y'all forgot Mutulu Shakur was an acupuncturist. Y'all forgot that these people were professionals, professional black men and women in the Black Panthers. Y'all forgot about that part. Y'all look at the guns because that's what they showed you on TV. You ain't do no history. You ain't read nothing. You just watch the TV. You just watch the TV. Them people were professionals. They were brilliant black folk. How many of y'all knew Mutulu was an acupuncturist? How many of y'all knew that? Huey P. Newton was a scholar. How many of y'all knew this? Oh, y'all just saw the guns. Y'all didn't see the after school programs, which is why you see groups of young black children walking the fucking street after school because they have nowhere to go. Their parents at work. They don't have nowhere to go. That's what scared them. Oh, they care about themselves. They love themselves. Oh, we're gonna die. See, because that's what them people scared of. They scared that if we wake up one day and start to show the love that we have for each other, that we might show how we really feel about them. That's what they're afraid of. And black people, we are more afraid of their reaction to us loving one another than us loving one another. Let me repeat that so you can hear me clearly.
Black people problem today is that we're afraid how other people are going to react and respond to us loving each other. That's paramount over us actually loving each other. We're more scared about how the fucking world gonna react if the black man and the black woman come back together. We scared of what they gonna say about us on the goddamn internet. We scared of what they gonna say about us on TMZ. We're more afraid of what other motherfuckers gonna think if we do the right thing than us doing the right thing. What other people think and what they're gonna say trumps, don't let that go over your head, trumps what black people need to do for one another. So our children growing up in a functional environment around functional parents is not the goal. The goal is to just make sure that everybody else still sees us as niggas. Because that's what we fighting for. That's what we fighting for. Hey, Pearly, hire me. How much you paying, Pearly? I heard your business is hiring, Pearly. How much you paying? I need a job. How much you paying niggas, Pearly? See, that's the time black people still on. Still on that. See that? And see, these other groups of people know that. They know it. They know it. So they don't have to, they don't have to be as extreme as their ancestors was. The system is already built. So they don't have to have the carte blanche. They don't have to do that. They can smile. And then when you walk away, call you a stupid nigga. Oh, you think they don't do that? Oh, because they're good people. They're corporate people. That's how black people think. You think corporate motherfuckers are good people? Anybody that has more than you has to know more and has to be better. We have to remove that self-hatred, black folk. That's self-hatred. That's self-hatred. When you put everybody over you. Everybody over you, everybody over your man, everybody over you, and everybody over your goddamn woman. Every other woman is better than your woman. According to who, nigga? According to who? According to who? Oh, the system that oppresses you and your woman. Of course it does. It's supposed to say that, dumbass. Why would it be in favor for niggas? Why would it be? Why would it be in favor for us? Let's talk about this. Because some of y'all think it has changed. I done heard some of y'all niggas say white supremacy it has changed. It ain't the same. Tell me. Tell me how it's changed. Put in the box. Yellow arrows, salute. Explain it to me. I need you to explain it to me. Explain it to me. Explain to me how it has changed. No doubt, yellow arrows. It's all good. I appreciate you. Right. They're helping the divide. Because what, Kwafi? What, Kwafi? In order to enslave black folk, they needed the help of black folk. So who do you think is helping them keep us enslaved? You niggas who love Pearly. You niggas who are uplifting Pearly. See? Now let's get to the video. Now let's get to the proof. Shout out to everybody in the building, by the way. Let's get to the proof now. Let's get to the proof now. We're going to get to the proof. I'm going to pull up both of these videos because we're going to go to them one after the other as they were sent to me. So shout out to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button and share the show. Shout out to my brother, Intellectual Novice, on the check-in. What's good, brother? He said, we're the only people who think division is a way up to advancement, and it's not. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. And it's not. So let's share my screen.
Spoke about her kicking me out of her podcast, wanting to be the power queen. So I now go downstairs. I go to the reception area. I meet her concierge. He asked me like what it is, because obviously you can see that I'm a bit rattled. And he asked me like, what's going on? Are you okay? I explained everything to him. He comprehended the situation, and it was quite like a noise for me, like, whoa, how can someone invite you to a podcast to kick you out? And he actually said a lot of people have come out feeling that way. So this is not the first time he's seen it, because obviously he works there. So anyways, obviously I'm not feeling the best. I'm emotional, and I was meant to be driving home. I was like, I can't drive right now. And I asked, is it okay if I just stay in the lobby for a bit? And he was like, oh, yeah, of course. Because he didn't want me driving in that state as well, because I'm annoyed. I'm very relaxing now. Before then, when I was chatting with the concierge, he let me charge my phone, innit? So I then realized I left my charger there. So obviously I blocked Pearl in it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go and pick up my charger. And this was like a couple of days after. Do you know what? I have to give context to this, because a lot of people, they see it as I just showed up to Pearl's house, right? Pearl records in her apartment, which I don't understand why you would do that. And the building she lives in, it's not a conventional block of flats. It's a flat that has a concierge, a reception. That area is a public area. For you to go to the private area where people live, you need a code. So me going to pick up my charger in the public area, what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
you know, it's a reception. Yeah. It's open to the public. Like anyone can come there. So it was just like, that was the context of it. Me and the concierge just talking, just like a little quick chat, just being professional. And Pearl comes downstairs now. She's like, oh, Esther, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm just speaking to the concierge because at this point, that's all we're doing for me to then leave. And then she was like, are you stalking me?
Oh,
I was like, what? You know? So obviously, she says, are you stalking me? I'm like, no, I'm not stalking you. I'm just talking to the security. And the security was like, oh yeah, she's with me. Don't worry, you're calm. Like everything's safe. You're good.
Yeah.
She goes upstairs now, calls down with the security, and she's like, oh, Esther shouldn't be here. Why is she here? He's confused because he's like, wait, why? There's not been any complaints made about Esther. You've not said anything about Esther. So he was like, oh, no, she's fine. Like, she's just with me. Like, basically not even is confused. Like, why is this girl wanting me to kick her out? But as soon as she starts talking like that, I was like, listen, I'm going to leave because I don't want to get you in trouble. So I leave now. And that was it. The next day, I've now seen a video on her YouTube saying, crazy lady is stalking me.
oh my God.
So she starts this whole story talking about how she was scared and she's frazzled. And now I need to play the video.
Okay. I write a strongly worded email.
Of course.
I'm just going to read you a little excerpt from it. But I cannot have my concierge being friends with the crazy lady. Like, you need to do that on your own time. You're working. Today, I went downstairs to let my dog out, and I saw Esther, the guest there, the same person who was stalking me. I informed the security guard that she needed to be removed from the building because she was stalking me.
In what capacity have you ever stalked her? You went on her podcast 3 times out of her invitation, and then you left her podcast. Where has she got this stalking me? You blocked her on socials. Where has she got that you're stalking her?
Instead of having the stalker removed, he took the stalker's side. He then informed me that it is his opinion that she was not a stalker. I am a single woman, and I am in fear of my life. Yet security failed to remove the stalker from me.
She said she's a single woman and in fear of her life. But then she has issues that women in the park, walking in the dark.
Did she say that to you? That you
Yeah,
were
that
Me Tooing
I was Me Tooing men because I said that men who have an ability to harass or stalk or attack women, you know, we have laws to protect them in the UK and the US. But she's saying that I was Me Tooing men. She's now saying she's a single woman in fear. What does she say about men? I wonder.
After this happened, she done her little video. I now contact the concierge just to see how he is, if he's okay. And obviously he tells me he's been fired.
Jesus Christ.
That's actually so sad. So Pearl got a man to come out of his job because of her emotional behavior that was unwarranted and delusional.
I think the crazy thing is, she says, oh, women, and we are the problem for men, modern women. They are always making up stories to basically put down men, right? And that's exactly what she's done. And we have to actually talk about race in this because it really, to me, is giving modern day Emmett Till. When a white woman can make up any story, use her emotions, because let's be real, if she didn't talk about she feels scared, it was not going to be taken seriously. So she used her emotion to make someone lose something, make a black man lose their job.